Yo, short vacation, I guess, because the streets don't need me, but I need the streets. Gunna Wanna is the guy. He's the myth. He's the legend. Apparently, he is the reason why Young Thug is going on this weird tirade of him trying to act like he's super street and all that. Like he's not on. Like he wasn't out here soft snitching on his gang. You know what I mean? But anyway, we'll just go neither here nor there. Gunna, despite being labeled a snitch, despite being labeled as the guy who did the wrong to YSL or whatever, is outselling most of his predecessors. Most of the people that he was coming up with. Lil Baby is not doing Gunna numbers. Lil Durk is not doing no Gunna numbers. Actually, Lil Durk is probably not even gonna be free. All the people that's rocking with Young Thug just looks like the losers in the bunch. I ain't gonna lie. And for Young Thug to be one of the people that is financially benefiting off of Gunna's success is weird that he is purposely trying to, make him look and or give him like the worst, and when I say the worst PR ever, I don't understand it. Gunna is doing amazing. He is having multiple number ones. He's been having huge albums, and I feel like a lot of the times when you see these type of situations, I feel like Young Thug is just not in the position musically to make major, splashes anymore. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not saying that Young Thug is washed up or anything like that, because I feel like if he drops something right now, people will mess with it. It just feels like he is trying to get any type of morsel of clout or morsel of attention that he can right now, and it's sad. Young Thug is a legend. He is. But Gunna is healthy. He is the new guy. He is being consistent. He's making music that people actually want to listen to. He had almost two albums with no features and still did amazing. He oversold a weekend album, which weekend he dropped the Don FN, and I think what was the album that came out during that time? Whatever album it was, outsold him. And again, there is arguments to be made that the weekend had a huge splash with After Hours, and then made an album literally a year or two after it. So maybe maybe his music was a little bit diluted, but I'm not even gonna say that because again, the weekend is probably one of the biggest artists ever to do anything, at least when it comes to numbers. So this is really impressive, and I think that Gunna is getting the right amount of knowledge or acknowledgement on the mainstream scale, because a lot of the times we might think that hip hop is in the weird spot where you have to be street, you have to be whatever it is. And I feel like a lot of people have disproven this, and most of the people that are in the top spots when it comes to music aren't necessarily these super street guys. I feel like a lot of the times the street rules don't necessarily apply when it comes to the music game, because again, the music game is not a gang, it is a business first. Everybody just looks at the numbers, everybody looks at the tours, everybody looks at all the other factors, and the gang part of it is kind of the thing that is slowly leaving, you know what I mean? And again, I just want to give Gunna his props because he has been able to continuously be important and make pretty solid music. Now, I personally don't cover his music because I don't necessarily enjoy his musical output, and that's just me personally, because I just never really was a big fan of Gunna even when he was coming out. But I have to acknowledge that he is making music that is very interesting, that does make me feel a certain way, and I appreciate his contribution at this moment. Again, his music is not deep enough for me to actually make like a full video on it, but I will be making like a maybe like a I'm not gonna spoil it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I'm gonna make a video on Young Thug pretty soon, but I have to do a lot more research on that.